Hare Krishna. Welcome you all for our e-Gurukula sessions. And today is Monday. We have a verse for the week session. So, right, recently some of you attended about our weekend program. Vacation trip becomes nightmare. So, most important point we concluded there, Prabhupada was emphasizing in that purport 8.3.1. In that purport, Prabhupada writes, practice of Krishna consciousness never goes in vain. There is no waste. Right, sometime our what we say, like government says 500 rupees notes are banned, right? You remember some 4 or 5 years back that happened. So all the notes got wasted. There's no value to that, in vain. But or let's say tomorrow. Yeah, yes. Let's say tomorrow our education system says that this theory about science is now outdated. So there is no use of again learning that. It becomes of no use. But Krishna consciousness is such a thing. Even if you do a little bit or more, or could not able to complete, you're just completed 50%. Nothing goes in vain. Right? And the result of that practice is that, yeah, this verse what Devesh was sharing. 2.40 is no waste. One saves one from greatest danger. So Gajendra, he could practice his previous life. So that's why in such situation, he could able to recollect the verses. He could able to offer the prayers. And Prabhupada says that every member of our ISKCON society should practice of memorizing the verses like Hare Krishna Mahamantra, obviously, yes. But somehow if we're not able to remember also, but other mantras as well, we should try to remember. Like Prabhupada says, Ito Narsimha, Parato Narsimha, Chintamani, Prakara Sadma. So that's what these shlokas, some of you might be finding difficult or so not able to remember what's the point. So don't think in that way. Little bit also some words, something is coming upon us. It is always good for us. So I think some students are attending first time. Don't highlight, okay? We don't keep any check here. Expect that students are proper. Don't highlight, don't play with the screen. Just keep the screen in the front and fold your hands and then just here. No playing with the screen, no parallel thinking, doing other things. So let us begin with the prayers. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Shri Rupam Sagrajata Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitam Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Gauratvashe Namaha. He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadha Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So today is a very special day also. Anyone knows what is the speciality of today's special day of today? Yeah.
Prabhuji, Advaita Acharya appearance.
Oh, Hari Bol. Manvi
Bro,
Prabhu.
I also seen. I also means seen somewhere Prabhu. Somewhere I have seen Prabhu. Means today's Advaita Acharya's appearance. I was confused between appearance and disappearance Prabhu.
So Advaita Acharya has a special contribution for all of us. Anyone knows? Yes, Manvik Prabhu. What is the special contribution of Advaita Acharya? Most important contribution. Of course, every personality has a great contribution, but Advaita Acharya has a very unique role. Yes. Anyone else who knows?
Prabhuji, he got Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
He got what? What you're saying?
He called Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Prabhuji.
He called, he prayed, Lord, you please appear, because it's very difficult. Kali Yuga is going in such a way, what is a hope? So for 13 days, it is said about, I have to just confirm, today in our Bhagavatam class, Maharaj was mentioning, for 13 days he was going on offering Ganga Jal and Shaligram Shila on Shaligram Shila with the Tulsis, and was praying out, calling out, because that's what he read. If you worship Shaligram and then pray to the Lord, Lord will fulfill our prayers. And because he prayed, that's what Lord came. So it's a great compassion. He himself has no need in one sense. He was a great devotee, but for all of us, for you, me, and every one of us, right? So that we can be also saved from this Kali Yuga. And we also can get that greatest gift of Krishna consciousness. And in the life of Srila Prabhupada also, in connection with Advaita Acharya also, is a very amazing connection. Srila Prabhupada, before going to America, he went to Shantipur. And Shantipur is a place of a birthplace of Sri Advaita Acharya. Today also in Shantipur, there's a nice kirtans and then nice prasad distribution, like that I heard devotees were telling. So it's a very, very holy place, just close to Navadip, Mayapur. I think around 1 hour, half an hour, 1 hour journey before. From Calcutta to Mayapur, we go by bus. So before Mayapur it comes. So there, Srila Prabhupada, before going to America, he went just before boarding Jaldut. And then he was intensely praying that how you called out to Lord, give us also the strength. I'm going on fulfilling the mission of my spiritual master. So I need your prayers and strength. So that Pujari later he recalled. Later, after from 4 or 5 years or so, when he saw the foreigners are coming with the board of Swami Prabhupada and things and all, then he said, Arey, who is this Swami? Then he said, oh yes, he used to come here. And then I asked him, why you are so much praying and crying? Then he said, he used to say, I'm going, I don't have strength. I came to take strength and prayers. So now I understood how he fulfilled the desire of his spiritual master. So let us pray to Advaita Acharya also on today's nice auspicious day, so that we also get strength in our chanting at least. Right? Lord is ready to come, but somehow we are not so desperately calling. We somehow we casually we do, or maybe just to pull the rounds we complete. So we also call desperately. There was also one boy, one child in Chaitanya Lila, who also prayed to the Lord so amazingly. The Lord personally came to eat his bhoga. His father was also surprised. We'll tell you that story in detail. So Lord comes, provided we really call out with a prayerful spirit. Like Gajendra, that episode we discussed. Gajendra also, for 1,000 years, Lord did not come. Because Gajendra was thinking, I'll let go this crocodile, what this crocodile can do to me. But when he understood, now it's not possible, he completely surrendered. And then the Lord immediately appeared. So we also give ourselves, at least the chanting time, we should try to give ourselves best. as best, as attentively, as focused way, without looking here, there, without stopping in between and talking here, there. Focused, seriously, that chanting we should do. Whatever time you sit in a day, for best to do in the morning so that we don't get distraction in the daytime. But if not, you're doing in the daytime also, so sit very, very focusedly chanting. So that's a offering for our Advaita Acharya, we can do it. Hare Krishna. So let us begin our Mother Kunti's prayers. Kunti Uvacha Namaste Purusham Tvadyam Ishwaram Prakrute Param Alaksham Sarva Bhutanam Antarbahiravastitam Maya Javanika Channam Adnyadhokshajamavyayam Nalakshase Mudhadrusha Nato Natyadharo Yatha. All of you also recite your places, okay? Keep a mute, but recite your places so that you also recollect the words. Tatha Paramahamsanam Muninam Amalatmanam Bhakti Yoga Vidhanartham Katham Pashyemahi Striyaha Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. So when we recite these shlokas also, we should, if you're able to remember the close meaning, that's great. But if not, at least you can pray to the Lord while reciting also very prayerfully. So very nice prayers. Mother Kunti is also offering her prayers. So all the great souls, their prayers, we also try to repeat and recite. That's also Lord becomes quickly pleased. Namo Pankajanabhaya, Nama Pankajamaline, Nama Pankajanetraya, Namaste Pankajangraye. Yatha Rishikesh Khalena Devaki Kamsena Ruddhati Chiram Shucharpita Vimochitaham cha sahatmaja vibho Tvayaiva nathena muhur vipadganat. So vipadas, right? Now she lists down what all the vipadas came. Vishan Mahagne Purushad Darshanad Asat Sabhaya Vanavasa Kruchrataha Mrudhe Aneka Maharathasrato Draunyash Hare Ravirakshita Vipada Santuta Shashvat Tatra Jagadguru Bhavato Darshanam Yatsada Punar Bhavadarshanam Janma Ishwarya Shruta Shri Dhaman Madapuman Naivarhati Abhidhatum Vai Tvam Kinchana Gocharam. Jashit Prabhu, you are able to remember meaning of this verse? Let us check with Jashit Prabhu or any other. Will give chance others also. What is said in this verse? Janma Aishwarya Shruta Shri Madapuman Yedhaman Madapuman. They become and na eva arahati abhidhatum. What is said in this verse? Roughly, anyone? Okay.
Prabhuji means like I don't know. Prabhuji don't have the exact meaning.
Yeah,
But
no,
like here it is said.
yeah.
Here it's like it is said like that, like the people who are like high birth, high education, or like high beauty, means like
Yeah.
they will have pride and they cannot understand you.
Because of having a high things. Having high things is not a problem. But considering that because I have high things, means I am very intelligent, I am very beautiful, I am very rich, I belong to very great family or so. So
Overconfident.
Sorry?
Overconfidence.
I mean, he becomes proud then, and that pride is there, then one cannot understand the Lord. Yeah. So like the previous verse, she asked for a miseries so that I can remember you. Because when problem comes, then we look for a help. Gajendra, he looked for a help. when he was caught hold by crocodile. Otherwise, before, what was his situation? He would have never ever taken the lotus and offered to the Lord, at least the way how it is being described his life. Right? So somehow we are conditioned. So that's why Mother Kunti intelligently is praying that give me the troubles. Because if I start considering now I am the mother of the king Yudhishthir, I am the having a wealth and things, then we'll not be able to pray. So she is able to pray. She is telling for all of us. That's why you become the properties of those who are materially impoverished. So although they have the things, but they are not considering that that things belongs to them. That's what the next verse she prays about. Namo kinchan vittaya nivrutta gunavruttaye atma ramaya shantaya kaivalya pataye namaha. And then she says that you are not partial or impartial. You are equal to all. Manne tvam kalamishanam manadinidanam vibhum samam charantam sarvatra bhutanam yanmithakali. So because of social intercourse, the people are not able to understand you. You are equal to everyone. Then she says how your understanding is not so easy. People get bewildered. न वेद कश्चित् भगवंसि कीर्षितं तवेह मानस्य नृणां विडम्बनम् न यस्य कश्चित् दयितोऽस्ति कर्हिचित् द्वेषश्च यस्मिन् विषमामतिर्नृणाम्. And then she says, she gives evidence also. I think that's the next verse. How the, I think after this, yeah. Janma karma cha vishvatman ajasya karturatmanaha tiryang nishishu yadasu tadatyantya vidambanam. So who knows the meaning of this verse? We saw this also in detail. Lord's birth and activities are very, very, although he is unborn, but still he takes birth. Although he need not to do any action, any karma, but still he does actions. And then which kind of actions and birth he takes? There's a next line. Tiryang, Rishi, Yadasu. Different avatars. As a Rishi, as aquatic, as a human, right? Different avatars he takes. And that's what people gets bewildered. How can Lord is like this? It's just a simple verse. Then she gives the evidence of Krishna's one episode, how you behaved like ordinary boy. Gopya dave tvai kruta vasidamatavat yate dashashu kalilanjana sambhramaksham vaktram miniya bhayabhavanaya stitasya samam vimohayati bhirapiyad vibheti. What scene is this, Divesh Bro? You remember? What scene is said in this verse? Gopi.
Damodar Leela.
Yeah, Damodar Leela. Yeah, that's Mother Yashoda is that Gopi who is running behind you with the rope, but you are having a tears in your eyes, your face is feared. But I know that you are being feared by fear personified. Even the god of fear fears you. But now you are afraid of that one Gopi. Samam vimohayati. This is causing me a great bewilderment. So that's what Janma Karma, Lord's birth and activities are quite difficult for ordinary people to understand. Like that she prays with the evidence here. Yeah. And then why you take birth, although you are unborn? The next three verses he says, Kechid, and then the next verse and then next verse. That's what last time we completed 3 verses, right? Kechid means some people they say. Kechidahurajam jatam punyashlokasya kirtaye yado priyasyanvavaye malayasya chandanam. So punyashlokasya kirtaye, to glorify those great kings, especially Yadu, the King Yadu. King Yadu, who is your one of the dearest devotee, you appeared. But some says that Vasudeva or Devaki. Let's see next verse is that Apare vasudevasya devakyam yachitobhyagat ajastvamasya kshemaya vadhaya cha suradvisham. So Vasudeva and Devaki, they prayed for you. They did yachana for you, yachito. That's what you appeared. Apare. Some others say that this is the reason why you appeared. And some says that although you are unborn, but you come to give a protection and to destroy the Suradvisham, those who are envious of the Suras, the Devatas. So to destroy them, you come. And then I think Anne, it is said, the third verse it starts. Bharavataranayanne. Right? Bharavatar. Bhar ko kam karna. So this is a which episode? Last time we were studying this, right? Which episode is this? This also is there from Krishna book. Bharavataranayanne bhuvona vaibodhado sidantya bhuri bharena jato hi atma bhuartitaha. Atma bhu. Here Atma bhu and bhuo. Bharavatar. These two connections are there of one Krishna episode. Who is Atma bhu? Anyone remember? Last time we were studying that. Atma bhu. Atma means the self. Bhu means born. Who is that self-born personality? You came for that self-born personality. Swayambhu. Swayambhu or Atmabhu is a Brahma, right? Brahma is born without any father and mother. Of course, Lord Vishnu is a father for him, but there is no mother in one sense. Lord Vishnu is only father and mother. So because Brahma came and prayed for you to reduce the burden of Mother Earth, you remember now that which chapter of Krishna book this is described? Brahma goes and prays to Lord. Because the mother cow comes and then in the form of, Mother Earth comes in the form of mother cow and pleads. And that's what Brahma goes and then prays. That's the first chapter of Krishna book, Advent of Lord Krishna. So there we read about this. Okay, so these two verses once again we'll recite because then we remember. Yeah, 3 verses, yeah. So she gave the gopis episode, that how your actions are like this, and then she gives the reason why you appears. So 3 verses are the reasons for Krishna's appearance. Kechidahu rajam jatam punya shlokasya kirtaye yado priyasyan vavaye malayasya chandanam apare vasudevasya devakyam yachito bhyagat ajastvamasya kshemaya vadhaya cha suradvisham. Yeah. And then the Bharavataranayanne bhuvona vaibodhado sidantya bhuri bharena jato hi atma bhuartitaha. I think this recitation is remaining. Next week we'll take this recitation, right? Sidantya means those are aggrieved. Bhuri means extremely. Bhara is burden. You born because Brahma prayed for you. Others say that the world being overburdened like a boat at sea is much aggrieved, and that Brahma, who is your son, prayed for you, and so you have appeared to diminish the troubles. Okay, so these are the 3. And then this verse is very amazing. Mother Kunti gives the result, the benediction, or what we say, the kind of a profit, we can say profit, advantage of remembering and discussing Lord Krishna's birth and activities. That's also many times it's said. One can take advantage of this for a soul, those who are suffering from material pangs, so that we can get rid of this by discussing these nice episodes of Lord Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. So today Advaita Acharya is also appearance day. By the way, who is Advaita Acharya? I forgot to ask that. Who is Advaita Acharya? I mean, whose expansion he is? Which personality? Yeah, one of you can say. I could not hear all of you are speaking. Yes.
Prabhuji Shiva.
That is a half answer.
Yeah, Prabhu, Lord Shiva and Vishnu combined, Prabhu.
Prabhuji and Vishnu with Shiva.
Yeah. So not exactly Shiva, but he's called as a Sadashiva. Mahavishnu and Sadashiva combined. So when we say Shiva, for this material planet also there is one Shiva, but this Sadashiv is actually none other than Vishnu only when he come in touch with material energy. And then from that Sadashiv, there are other Shivas, and like for planets they are there. So it is a Sadashiv, the on the border of the material world and the spiritual world. He has his place. Before Brahma Jyoti, he has. So, and then Mahavishnu. So it's a combination of both, Sadashiva and Mahavishnu. So that's what they appeared for all of us. Mahavishnu is coming, Sadashiva is coming for us to rescue. So who can be more loving personality than them? And that's what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared. And so many amazing episodes are there from the life of Advaita Acharya. And by the way, with one more question, we'll conclude. What is the relationship of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Advaita Acharya? When they were here, what is their relationship? I mean, how they are connected?
Prabhuji,
Yeah.
Prabhuji, Advaita Acharya is the Shiksha Guru of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It's like
Of course, that he never considered himself.
Yes,
But
Prabhuji.
yeah, so that's what we also don't see in that way. But other way, you can see how they are connected. How they are connected. Actually, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to go and learn from Advaita Acharya, but Advaita Acharya never used to accept. He used to tell, I am your servant. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because Advaita Acharya was elder, not God brothers. Actually, Advaita Acharya is a disciple of whom? Who is the spiritual master of Advaita Acharya? The Advaita Acharya? Yeah. Advaita Acharya is a disciple of Madhavendra Puri. Okay. And who is the spiritual master of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Spiritual master of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Ishwarapuri. Ishwarapuri is a disciple of whom?
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Hey, no, Ishwarapuri is a spiritual master of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Ishwarapuri is whose disciple? Ishwarapuri is also disciple of Madhavendra Puri. Okay. So Madhavendra Puri, he has Ishwarapuri and Advaita Acharya, both the disciples. Then from Ishwarapuri, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took initiation. So in that sense, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Advaita Acharya, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to treat Advaita Acharya as good as his own spiritual master. Because his spiritual master and Advaita Acharya like a god brothers. So that's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to give full respect, considering him as his spiritual master that level. But Advaita Acharya never wanted to accept that. So there's an amazing episode happens. How Advaita Acharya speaks wrong philosophy, Advaitavad, he starts speaking Mayavad. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu becomes angry and he goes and attacks on Advaita Acharya. And then Advaita Acharya starts laughing. He's getting beating from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but he starts laughing. Now you have accepted me, your servant. So this is another interesting episode. Lesson to learn. We should never ever consider because I am superior, I know better than somebody, or he is younger to me, so I am superior to him. No. Advaita Acharya never considered himself, although he is like in relation with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, like a spiritual master. But Advaita Acharya always wanted to be the position of servant of the Lord. So we should also at least try to deal with the respectful way. We should never ever consider because somebody is a junior to us, somebody is senior to us. Senior, obviously, we treat as a normal in a senior way, but with equals, with juniors also, we should treat in a very, very respectfully. So all of you are also very good students for us. You are also very good teachers for us to teach. Nice. All of you are also teaching very nicely. So great. So we can pray to Advaita Acharya. Thank you all very much for joining and giving your association. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. So tomorrow we'll continue our further discussion about Mahabharata series. Let us end here with Vaishnava Pranam. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Hare Krishna.